Okay, so I was asked if I could show how I'm connecting things up if I wanted to get into the Iridium in stereo. It's pretty simple actually. So you've got the little switch on the back which has the options mono, stereo, sum. The only two that I use are mono and stereo. So most of the time, probably 98% of the time, I'll flick this over to mono and I'm just using whatever effects I've got straight into the front of the Iridium. And then out of the Iridium I'll go into my Strymon Volante. On this occasion I've got it set in stereo, and the way I've got it set up is that I've got a J-Rocket audio down on the floor, a Strymon Volante on the floor, and out of the Strymon Volante I'm going into here and I've got it set to stereo. So hopefully you can hear it doing like a ping pong. Anyway, that just shows the reason that I don't normally go into the front of an amp with delay, because to me it doesn't sound as good as if you put it after. But I've done other videos on that stuff. So anyway, what you need to be able to do this is a special kind of lead. And hopefully you'll be able to see it if I put it about here. But it's two normal jacks on one end. And then this end is a TRS, I believe you call it, jack, or a stereo. So you're looking for two 1/4 inch jack to one stereo 1/4 inch jack. Now I use a company called Loaded for Bear Audio for my cables. This isn't actually one of their cables, it's a cheaper thing that I've got from, I don't know, from back in the day. I think I had a guitar that should have been able to split piezo and normal pickup, but I never ended up using it, so I just have this cable lying around. So if I'm wanting to try something stereo, for instance, let me just talk about this a sec actually. So what are the pedals that I've got that I could use that go stereo? I've got a Boss stereo chorus, super chorus I think it's called, that could go in stereo and kind of does a thing. Other than that, I've got this Strymon Volante delay pedal which I could use in stereo ahead of the Iridium. And I guess the HX Stomp or Helix, I could go out of that stereo into the front of this. But I have to say, in general, I would prefer to put the Iridium before, for instance, the delay pedals or the HX Stomp. In the majority of cases, I think. So for me, it's a limited amount of times that I've even used this cable, but that's what it is if you're interested in that sort of thing. So two jacks on one end to a stereo jack on the other, and the stereo jack goes into the Iridium, and you switch from mono over to stereo, which is the middle position, and that's basically all there is to it. Hopefully that helps.